So we're going to jump into the Facebook post of the week. If Budha would like to read it for everybody so everybody will know where we're coming from, and then we will give our opinion. I'm sure some will differ from others.
I got something to say.
I'm sure you do.
You know I do.
As if y'all aren't tired of hearing my voice. My husband and I were at a friend's house for game night when he drew the question: if you were trapped on an island with one woman of the opposite sex, who would it be and why? His answer was my friend. Because I admire the way she listens to her man and stays calm in every situation, so it's easy for him to have peace in life. My answer is not about sex, but peace. Before I knew it, I jumped over the table on him. Everyone had to pull me off of him. He was so embarrassed and disgusted. He got his jacket, looked at me and shook his head, and then left. Later that night, my friend, the one he named, and her husband called me and told me I was wrong. Do you think I was wrong for my reaction?
I'm going to let Kelly have the floor first, since I'm not going to say nothing.
He should have lied. In a situation like that, that's your woman. And you're talking about her best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one you would pick and choose. In that situation, you should have lied. So, hell yeah, I'd have jumped over the table because you just embarrassed me, too. You know what I'm saying? You just made me feel like you wanted my friend more than me. You see what I'm saying? Like, that situation should have lied. You shouldn't even say your friend because she listens to her husband and this, that, and the third. How you think that making me feel? How you think that's making me look?
Now, I'm getting ready to, I'll let Dub go. Because
So
I
have
different angles I'm going to look
You
from
should
this.
say you, baby.
Go ahead, Dub.
Okay, so how does the husband of the woman this nigga named on the island feel about all this shit?
Exactly, like.
Because this nigga scheming on my bride.
And you feel me? Like, and that's my best friend?
Oh, and then the woman's out of line for, like, physically attacking him. But my view is that because the nigga in the cut minding his own business having to deal with all this fuck shit. Some nigga plotting on my woman, his woman plotting on him, and I'm just in the corner watching all this shit.
It'd be rather entertaining just to be the person who was just there like, what in the hell?
Like that's no.
Do you have an answer?
Oh, I mean, that post?
Yes. Because I got it. I'm going to hit it from angles. I've got angles for this one. I mean, you can plead the fifth like Derek. Okay, cool. I'm just throwing that out.
He's out his goddamn mind.
Thank you.
That's the first point I'd like to make. He's out his mind. But she's out her rabbit ass mind too.
Physically. So everybody out there got rabbit ass. She's worse.
She's worse though. It is game night. So I'm assuming he was being facetious. I'm hoping either way, regardless. But if that was the answer, that was still clown shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's corny. But her reaction makes it over the top, and that's even worse.
So hers trump whatever he did. Like,
yeah, but it's still like
her reaction makes his right.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think
what
though.
You mean it does.
How would you? I mean,
the reaction.
Her jumping. Okay, her reaction is a reaction. You know what I'm saying? That some people may have. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like that.
That's her reaction.
That's her reaction.
But you remember earlier the same thing. Who's going to choose to put up with that?
But who wants to hear their man talk about their best friend in that way?
It wasn't nothing sexual.
It didn't have to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
The way he says she listens.
Let me break it down because I want to do my angles.
But hold on. I just want to read this thing line. I can admire the way she listens to her man and stays calm in every situation. So it's easy for him to have peace in life.
That's not a situation you're gonna
read the part where it says nothing sexual.
No, but I'm not even getting to that part yet. You see what I'm saying? Like the next sentence, the only other thing is my answer is not about sex, but peace. But either way, everything that she just did in her reaction, that's everything he said he was looking not to have to do. He's looking for peace. Damn, now I'm getting assaulted just because I said I want peace.
You know, you could have.
There go your MLK Jr. approach. You see what I'm saying? We talked about it.
Because now in the back, some people's minds, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's like this to me at the end of the day. We fucking anyway. So back, you know what I'm saying? The pills of the woman too. If she has insecurities already, and then you say that, you feel what I'm saying? You got to think about the whole situation. Like, you should have lied. You shouldn't have said my your friend. Like, then now she's looking at your friend like, damn, my man wanted you, even though it's a game, and even though, you know, a situation like that. But so do you think about her, or you see what I'm saying? That they can mess up the whole situation.
Now, so let me give my angle.
Hold on, I just want to make sure I understood this correctly. So you want us to lie to y'all now?
No, I'm not saying. Look, in a situation like that, though, think it out. You don't want to. It ain't sitting in the same room, and that's that girl best friend.
So thinking is not going to be your strong suit right now. Game night probably.
Like the pregame.
Look, y'all,
or maybe it's after.
So now I'm going to understand why he didn't really put thought into it. But I'm getting ready to break it down from angles now, from everybody's point of view here. I'm going to start with her husband, the wife that was mentioned, how he's looking at the situation. He's over here, hell yeah, motherfucking right. Because I know my broad is A1. I know I picked the right one. So you ain't telling me nothing new. I already knew. I knew you were jealous of, not saying like him per se, but when I took on my wife, I knew what I wanted. So yes, it just kind of gives verification of what I was doing if I'm the other husband, because most guys want to think that their wife is still attractive to other men. You don't want to just think you got this, you don't want that. And B, he knows what he's actually paying a compliment to me because he knows I got it good. That's the guys. That's her husband's what's going on in his head. So he's good with it. If he's irrational, you know, some guys might take it the other way, like how long you been thinking about. I didn't read that into it. I read it as he's looking at my relationship and holding it up like, this is what I want. She's what I want in a way. I'm leaving the sex part out of it.
Okay, so it's still in a situation where this is your woman, this is your woman's best friend. And the best friend got what you want in a way, even if it's not sexually. You know what I'm saying? You still have something that you want. So as a woman, we're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna just.
I haven't broken her down yet. I'm coming to her.
I mean, come on now, that shit right there is crazy.
I'm gonna start with her friend that he named. I'm gonna start with the friend that he named. She already knew. That's your best friend. So you already know what is going to provoke this woman. And you know she's a live wire already. This is nothing new to you. This isn't nothing that's surprising.
But that situation like that will take a con woman off. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
What you mean? Are you a woman to know how it feels if your man said?
But you're saying the other man should feel a certain way, but I'm a man, and I know that he shouldn't.
But y'all mean y'all different. Y'all
that's
not like
we're saying.
That's what I'm
emotional.
saying. I mean, situation like that, of course. Like, why would you want, you know, your man, your husband?
Game night.
It still doesn't matter.
You killed game night.
That will make her feel.
You're not invited to game night no more because you don't know how to act.
He shouldn't have said that.
And on top of that, that would have been the last table she would have jumped over. Because now we have corrective things like we do with our kids. This is wrong.
I'm not saying her jump over the table was right, because at the end of the day, putting your hands on somebody ain't right. But what I'm saying, though, her reaction, I can understand why somebody would have that reaction.
I can't understand.
I can, as a woman, depending on how that woman is and how she feels. If there's already insecurities and she already has insecurities and something like that is said, of course she's going to feel like that.
So now you're telling me, there's no way for me to ever get peace because you're insecure.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Even if make her feel confident. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a situation with game night, that's not going to help her. A situation like that, what you said is not going to help her feel better or make her feel any better about herself when she might feel like, okay, well, damn, he looking at my best friend.
I think he might have mentioned this before and took the time to give a little.
But we're not adding on to the story. You know how you be talking about how I be adding stuff to the story?
Nobody's adding. But what I'm saying is, he had to mention this before. This isn't just something that came out the blue.
No, I doubt that he sat down to her and said to her that I want you to be more like your best friend.
No, I'm sure he didn't say it in that.
But that's what either way it goes. If he said it, that's what would have been said either way it goes.
Okay, I bet you I know the scenario. I'm sure it was on some shit that, you know, something's been, they've been dealing with something, blah, 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 whatever. Now they're in a situation where, damn, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this couple and look at their dynamic. Look at how their dynamic is shaped. Oh, this is so nice. Then all of a sudden, now you're, you know, whatever y'all doing for game night. Damn, I got the car. I'm fucked up. Yeah, man, you know, you know, it's peaceful over there. Oh, motherfucker, you want peace? Bang, 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 bang.
It turns into WrestleMania shit all of a sudden. And now you wondering, am I wrong? Yes, you're wrong.
Like, what did I do?
Like I said,
wrong.
Putting your hands on somebody. I do not condone that, man, or female. I done said it already.
The next word out your mouth is.
I can understand why a female would do something like that.
I can't understand.
Well, I can. I don't know if you can, but I can understand why some female may get mad about it. I can. I'm a female. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
and you sit here
put your
and
hands
you get on
jumping on the table. It's not ladylike. Don't do that.
How can you're supposed to defend women when a woman jumps across the table at you? I'm not a combatant no more. I'm not a combatant now. I mean, you came across a table. Nobody's promoting domestic violence. But I'm just saying, when is a woman crossing the line? When are you crossing the line? When are you taking yourself out of that action? Like, aren't you held to some type of standard? I understand, yes, you might have felt some way that he said that in a way that you might have taken it personally. True indeed. But for you to, first, I'm not dealing with you no more if that's how you feel about me, that you gotta jump across the table.
Exactly.
Like, no, there's no coming back from that. It's not, because how you want to act in any other situation? So you saying you can understand that, and I'm saying I see why niggas be kind of, because I can't understand that. Regardless, I've been in some fucked up situations where I've looked stupid as fuck.
True.
I've had some stupid ass situations where I want to not just swing on people, but pull the strap and. But
I see somebody. Never mind.
But that's you. Some people can't take it like that. So for some people, because there are some people that can't take it like that, will jump across the table.
You don't need to be with nobody. You don't need to be with anybody.
Them.
And
but
you
like
don't.
I'm
But you'll tell me you're a good woman. You'll tell me in the other. But I'm a good woman though. You just came across a fucking table.
But why?
But you'll tell me you're a good woman.
For every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a reaction. So
I can't buy into that, because if the shoe's on the other foot, if it's the dude, it be totally, you know, I can't buy into that. I can't, because if it's the dude, it's a CDB felony. You getting lawyers, all this stuff. You know, you can't be emotional sometimes. Sometimes you have to just accept what's given, and we're going to talk about it later. Motherfucker, I ain't forget what you said.
Mm-hmm.
The doghouse is waiting. I ain't forget what you said. Now, if you're going to feel some type of way about it, cool. You're not even going to take the moment to reflect on what he might have said. Just ask it. You're not going to be like, well, you know, maybe I might be a little bit live wire at times. You're not even going to look at that aspect. You're just, this nigga tripping. I'm just asking.
At the end of the day, when something like that is said, I'm pretty sure it was a surprise to her to make her jump across the table. If she had heard it before, you know what I'm saying, she would have jumped across the table, because it's something she heard before. So it had to be new for her to hear this. You see what I'm saying? For her to react the way she reacted. You know, like I said, in certain situations, you never know what the people been through before this situation. And then he'll say, you know what I'm saying, he rather, you know, he wants peace like her homegirl give her husband. Like, then next thing you know, she could be thinking, well, damn, he might have fucked my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what they said. Listen, you never know what their situation was before.
See,
I'm just saying, like, you never know. You never know what people go through before the situation
You want the
happens.
cape when you jump out the window, or you just jumping?
Like I said.
I'm just saying, you want the cape before you jump out the window, or you're just jumping?
This nigga said, listen, like, she's making valid points because she just came up with a whole nother scenario to add on.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you never know. But at the end of the day, Some people can't take that shit, and that do hurt somebody, and they do have a temper, and they will jump across the damn table on your ass. So watch what you say and how you say it.
And that's when we talk about mental health matter. Black therapists matter. Because you're condoning domestic violence. Every time you say that, you're condoning domestic. Like,
what I said was, I do not condone nobody put their hands on each other in a situation like that. Sometimes that can happen.
That's not
the next word is,
I understand.
No, she keeps saying,
but I can understand why I would.
But, you see what I'm saying? But I could understand. I understand a lot of shit too. But I'm not condoning it. Like, I can't condone that. I can't condone that. I will, like I'm saying originally though, of all the women in the world, I don't see how she would hit, that particular answer. But I still don't give you the right to.
Like I said, I don't like nobody putting their hands on each other. Jump across the table may be wrong, but I can understand why some people would flip like that.
So you condone domestic violence. Cool. I fucked with Wes. He said this at game night. That's house talk.
Oh yeah.
She was wrong, but he should have lied. So I'm glad we're hearing this.
Yes.
They want us to lie. So remember, they told y'all. They're telling us.
Something like that, a situation like that, when it comes through friends and shit like that.
How do I know this situation? How do I know when a lie situation, when the truth situation? That's kind of iffy there.
Lie to me. Never lie. It's better if you know. Right. He should have just been upset. I don't know. Both are wrong. He should have known. No peace in that situation. He nuck, she buck. Both are a mess. Game night is not the place nor the time. Oh shit, how you get blocked? What did I do? I blocked my nigga for 5 minutes. Oh shit. Why you do that? I don't know. I just sit. Did I block?
That's why you went in the group chat.
No,
that's the power we wield over here.
Oh shit! How did I do that, yo? How did I do that?
I don't know, but you gonna have to explain to him why.
I am. He probably pissed too. My bad, huh? I agree. He killed game night. I know some men that would have the same reaction if this situation was Switch.
Thank you.
That's another woman saying that. Of course you're going to say, of course, y'all see that. Whatever. He could have named any other woman and her reaction more than likely would have been the same.
I could have said your mom or your sister, you better sit your ass the fuck down.
That's the point.
You better sit your ass down. You come across that table,
it's
a problem. I'm sorry, I didn't admit that slipped out. But I'm just saying that's wild.
Don't bring couple issues to game night. The other couples hate that shit. Tell them, baby. And now both of you are expelled. And you'll be the topic for the next 3 games.
Oh my!
Remember that nigga face with you. Look, I don't know how I blocked you, dog. I'm sorry, yo. Branson, last week with the Quavo situation, you want to know what happened to cause it. Now it doesn't matter what happened first.
What you mean? Don't put your hands on nobody. I don't care what caused it. You have to have self-control, especially when you're of a certain age. You just ruined your marriage. That's the grand scheme of things. Let's just call it what it is.
So she's not supposed to react to that though? She's supposed to just be cool with it?
Did I not say that you're not supposed to react to it? But the way you reacted to it just ruined your marriage. And he's not.
But the thing, what he just said ruined the marriage. But believe it or not, it's what he said to make us do what she did.
I think he's happy then because he wasn't getting the peace. So he won in the long run. And now she's back to telling people how she's a good woman. I'm a good woman.
And she could have been a good woman.
No, you can't. You cannot be. You cannot be anymore.
That was past it.
You're not a good woman. You're not a good woman. You're not.
You're not a good woman if you react to something like that.
You're not a good.
So you're not supposed to react at all. Just because you react to something like that just makes your whole everything is not good.
There you go, condoning domestic violence again.
Y'all keep saying condoning. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is,
if you jumped on a nigga, you're not a good woman. If he didn't put his hands on you, I'm sorry. That's just how I see it.
So what he said that makes him a good man for embarrassing his woman?
How did he?
Well, if the response is violent.
Because of course, if she jumped off the table, that means she was embarrassed, she felt disrespected, and all of that.
We don't know that.
I mean, if she jumped across the table,
that's how he felt.
If she jumped across the table, she had to feel disrespected or something. If she jumped across the table because of what he said, she had to feel the type of way to do it.
And this ain't the first time you done.
I'm just saying, like she that's how she felt.
You jumped across.
She felt disrespected. She felt embarrassed. She felt emotional. She felt all that shit.
So does that justify the mess?
I'm not saying that it makes it right. What I'm saying is she had to feel something in order to do it.
So she's a good what
she felt was this. She could have been a good woman before that, and yeah, they don't make her a bad woman because she did it. She had an emotional problem right then.
I remember hearing this before. That's when somebody said they had a bad day.
Oh yeah.
Oh. You see what I'm saying? Like that.
Y'all not getting what I'm saying.
You're right. I'm trying to, cause like I said, a lot of times we agree on a lot of shit. But cause it's like, what would you say to your son if he's like, yeah, I just said this and Shorty just straight up jumped on me? Yeah,
but my son will be smart enough to know when to say what and when not to say what.
That's not the point.
When it comes to a situation where it's a relationship issue and y'all out playing the games and that shit, he'll know better than that.
That's not the point.
The reaction is the issue.
So then he gonna call his mama. His mama gonna handle it. But anyway, because ain't nobody can put their hands on my child. But anyway, he don't have to touch her. It won't be domestic. It'll be the other way. He won't have to touch her. I'm gonna get her. But
yeah, we're gonna jump off this because I'm sorry, and I tell my mama too old. My mama can't handle it.
It's true.
If she come across the table with me, it's a wrap for her. That'll be the last table she ever come across. I'm sorry that she felt that type of way, but for you to come at me like that, with that type of aggression, the man that you're married to, now I might have said something that was a little off.
So disrespectful, though.
I don't care what's disrespectful.
Okay, so
we're in this together. I'm trying to help us be.
One of the main components, I think, that I don't know, maybe it's just me. You know, they do call me an old head these days.
OG.
OG,
triple OG.
Triple OG, you know what I mean?
OG, triple OG.
What's so hard about a man having peace that
that's
a woman
not the
off?
issue. Him having peace is not the issue. It's the time, what he said, the time he said in the situation that was in when it was said. You know what I'm saying? If he want, he could talk to her about that. In that situation, to make up something or anything.
Okay, now watch this. Look how worked up you are. We're just talking about
because I'm trying to, like, y'all don't understand when it comes from a woman's point of view, you know, how it is fucked up. She felt disrespected. She felt this way. She felt that way. It doesn't make it right what she did, but I can understand why she did it.
That's like saying, but switch the role, though. Imagine if I'm like, okay, whatever. She says, yeah, him and blah, blah, blah. How the fuck I look? Put my hand, bitch, you said what? How do I look? Like, just
I'm getting ready to whoop her in front of a house of people. I'm getting ready to beat my wife in front.
No matter what she said. Now, you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what she said, but I'm going to go out my way.
I'm getting ready to
hop over the table and put hands on her because I don't like what she said.
Like I said, I don't condone what she did, but I can understand why she did it. That's not saying that go jump across the table on a man, but when you feel disrespected like that, you might have that tick that you want to do some shit like that, and some people don't do it. But some people just can't take it and they do it. So I can understand why she did it. I don't condone what she did, but I can understand why she did it. And that's it.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. And that's real shit.
Ooh, that was a touchy topic. I knew
I said what I said.
I knew it was. Go ahead and hit the comments.
Don't ask Ike. Her reaction was violence. The end. And a good man will never embarrass his woman at game night. Ultimate disrespect. His comment was emotional violence. I can't. Did I do something? I had a reaction to that.
His comment was emotional. It's different.
Yeah, y'all won't understand. Like,
I can't get with her being a good woman if her man has no peace. Her behavior isn't new.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, if it's peace, if all he's after is peace.
And then I got one more.
I got one more
question. Does it change it because he said it's not
sexual?
Does it change it at all? Are you still as embarrassed? It's not sexual.
It doesn't matter. I mean, yes, it's still embarrassing. It's still. It would be embarrassing to want to jump across the table. That, you know what I mean? That's disrespectful. Point blank. Period.
So she's so embarrassed she had to jump across the table.
Like I said, it's disrespectful. At the end of the day, like I said, I don't condone what she did, but I can understand why she did it.
Why do women think they can beat men?
It ain't even the case. And then someone you can't beat me.
Jump across the table.
We know you said that before. We know that you gonna smack the shot.
I'm just saying because there has to be some type of corrective action. If you
so it's up to you to correct her.
Obviously it is. If you've been jumping across tables and nobody said this is not what people do.
This sounds like when I had Kane and Buster.
This isn't what people do. This isn't what people do.
Like that. That's what
we don't do that. We don't jump across tables. I'm not Ike, but I'm not your punching bag. If you're going to come at me as a combatant, I'm just supposed. You said just walk away. I'm sorry. But across the table though, that's WWE WrestleMania now.
He should have left the relationship before choosing emotional violence. I can't. I mean, I guess, but I don't get it, man. I don't.
Emotional violence.
Because you hurt her feelings.
How am I supposed
in front of a group of people?
So what?
And these are your friends, your best friends.
Physical. I heard something that's not even a physical thing, and it caused you to get physical on me.
They always say people cheat on you mentally before they do physically.
It doesn't matter. You're still saying that because you took something and
you better believe after you jump.
Now we got to fight.
We're fighting.
Well, I should say fight.
Are we fighting? Because hold on,
I believe it. I have to leave.
You're not fighting.
No, there is no such thing as restraint. Like it's just you hit me, I have to leave because. Other than that, like you're saying,
see, every time the guy's provoked, he's supposed to be the one who's like, he's supposed to be smarter. But now she's telling you, yeah, some women can beat men. So, okay.
Yeah, because you keep saying why women can't. Y'all think y'all can beat men. I know I done whoop plenty of niggas' asses. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, and it's so him put their hands on me first.
These bitch asses
I mean, for real. Like, for real. That don't mean just because y'all are men don't mean y'all can whoop our asses. Because there's a lot of us that has had our asses whooped before and learned from that shit. A lot of girls got brothers and shit.
I don't put hands on.
You know what I'm saying?
There's too many women that think they can whip men's asses. That's the problem.
And the issue is why do you even think you have to?
And that's the first thing.
Why do you think you have to?
With the other post I had was something happened. I'll whip his ass.
Defending myself.
Do not ever.
I'm not gonna start the fight, but I finish that.
No. You're starting to fight.
Me?
If you just said you could condone her jumping across the table, that's starting to fight.
Like I said, I don't.
No,
what she did, I don't approve of.
I know, but
I understand why she did it.
That's starting to fight.
Okay, that don't mean I'm gonna do it.
No, but you're condoning it. That's what I'm saying. You don't approve, but you can see why.
I can see why. I mean, everybody can see why.
Then you can see why I'm getting ready to take whatever I got at my disposal because you done jumped across this table and bust you in your damn head with it.
You disrespected her.
Still, like I'm saying, to me, it still goes back to why does a female even have to or want to think she has to fight a man? Like, I don't get that.
Men will push you to that point to make you feel like you got to fight them.
Emotionally? Can we push you to a point emotionally that makes
don't these people be
right
emotional when they go fuck up shit out here? They emotional when they go out here and fuck up shit and do shit. That's emotion they run off of.
You're not gonna like this on the playback.
I'm being honest. I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying. For real. I'm shit. I said what I said.
Corrective action? She is not a child or a dog. The only corrective action is to leave the relationship. But she's saying get physical.
If you done jumped across the table with me, so I'm gonna let you do that to somebody else. I'm gonna leave that option over for somebody else. That somebody else can possibly have you jump across the table at them. No, I'm gonna nip that in the bud. This is not what we do to other people. If you don't understand that, cool. It is what it is. But like I say, there's a time and a place where sometimes women get out of their element. If you stay in your element, I cannot condone a man touching you. I can't. But if you're going to attack him like a combatant, am I just supposed to turn a blind eye to the situation? Like you said, if your son calls you because he got jumped on, but you can't get there in time, what are you gonna tell him?
Oh, somebody gonna get. They ain't worried about that. So that's not a good.
Yes, it is. You can. I'm just saying that scenario in general.
You're saying call me, I'll be there, but
she's already on his ass. He can't walk away. She's already jumped across the table.
So what am I going to do?
He's trying to pull the phone out. She's on my ass.
I'm just waiting for mom to get there.
See, my son's smart enough not to do that shit, so I'm not worried about that. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about that.
I don't even have nothing. I'm gonna leave that alone.